Good evening, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, or just Happy End of December, depending upon what the case may be. Lots to talk about. You can see some big packages to open up, uh, some news to talk about, some other things, and we just got a lot. So hang on, we're gonna have a good time. Hope that you're here to enjoy because like to laugh a little bit. Hey, who knows what else we do? Yeah, okay. Let's just roll. All right, so you may hear a little bit of yipping and yapping in the background. We are actually dog sitting for some friends. So our dog is really super happy and excited because she's got a friend with her. But you will hear them possibly running around and playing and stuff. So if you're hearing this weird high pitched bark in the background, you're like, "What is that?" That's the visiting dog. So we think we've got them closed off so they don't come running downstairs to visit. But yeah, who knows? We will see. But hope you are all doing well. Hope that you have been having a wonderful holiday season so far. Yeah, we're almost upon Christmas. Do you have your shopping done yet? Or if you're Jewish, you know, are you all ready for Hanukkah and the latkes and everything else that goes with that? In Israel, they actually serve donuts for Hanukkah, big old fancy things. So we're going to kind of miss that this year. But yeah, lots of stuff going on. Megan wanted to be here, but she is not able to because with the holidays, she's visiting family. So she's not here. We tried to coordinate a date and it just didn't work this time. So we will shoot for next month and see when we get that live stream going to hopefully have her sitting there because I don't know. I've enjoyed the last few episodes with her. So um, hey, Greg, and your dog is normally so quiet, we never know she's around. Yeah, imagine two of them now. But uh, I hope that you've all had a good time with the most recent episodes with Megan. If you haven't watched them, I encourage you to. I know they're a little bit longer than what we have been doing, but we've been kind of trying a little bit different take. And honestly, I think they have been a lot more fun than some of my videos over the last few months, just because there's so much new in there. And we still get the same stories, you still get the behind the scenes, but just a different feel. And so I've really been enjoying that. And I hope you do too. We still got some ideas, some things that we're working out, refining. If you can't listen to it, watch it on YouTube. You can listen to it on Spotify now, which is exciting. So hey, if you're like me and you listen to podcasts while you're driving, well, now you can hear us on that as well. So crazy Mike, Sir Woofers, that could be fun. uh, but I would love to hear your feedback too, as well as what you think of the new format a little bit and how it's been going. Um, Wonderful gaming. Love the episodes with Megan and the Zoom call with William. So the Zoom call with William, honestly, if you are one of my patrons and you ever get to join the Zoom call, that gives you a feel for what it's like. But we'll oftentimes have like 5 to 8 of us, and yeah, it's just this round give and take, and they're fun. They really are a lot of fun. But yeah, I wanted you to get an idea, and I think he came out great. We were originally intending to talk with William for like an hour, and 2 hours later, oops. So it has been fun. Um, so Megan's a trip. Oh yeah. The nice thing with the way it's come out is you get to see us for who we are. So it's really nice. Joseph, still waiting for that sticker from the previous. Oh, you haven't gotten that yet? Okay, I will check on that, Joseph, because I did mail it. Joseph, I know, is in Canada, so what I may do, I may send you another one out and see if we can get that to you. I'm not sure why you didn't get it yet, so that makes me wonder. Mail service sometimes. Yeah, I will look up at the end of the live stream, Joseph. Drop me another note to remind me, or send me an email to remind me, because I'll get so busy talking, I will plain forget. But drop me another note so that way I can get another sticker out in the mail to you. So, all done with college semester. Awesome. Happy to have you here, Kayla. So, um, but I've got a little bit, in addition to the boxes, I've got a little bit of mail. These, all three big boxes, there's a purple one down here you can't see as well, are all from Judy. So I'm going to wait and see. I don't know that I'm going to be able to open all three of these things the whole time, but we will do my best. And then I've got a couple Christmas cards and another package. And Tom, didn't get a notification. Has this started already? No, Tom, hasn't started yet. We're just kind of, I wonder if I can make it look like my internet crashed. So, Ryan, we did just come off the post office strike, so may have gotten stuck in that. There's a number of things that could have happened. So, yeah, but definitely remind me, and I will get that sent off to you. Let me hit a couple of these cards here really quick, just so I can get them open. But it has been a lot of fun. Megan and I have some plans on collabs. We're going to work on her doing some vlogs as well. We're trying to get together with Terry Sanders. So if you're in the Branson area, you'll know that name. But we are definitely trying to work out having him get together with us and do a collab and share stories, because he's got all sorts of stories. So this is from Rachel Dunn. And I love she does these homemade cards. So it says, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Let's see. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year. Sincerely, Rachel. And let's see if we can get that lighting adjusted. You can see it a little bit there. Thank you, Rachel. I've got a card here from one of the groups that I actually am a patron of, and that is the Petersons. I mention them on the channel occasionally. If you like bluegrass music, and they just dropped something. If you like bluegrass music, you need to check the Petersons out. If you don't like bluegrass music, you still need to check the Petersons out. It's got a nice little sticker in there. It says the Petersons. And then their card with the whole band on there. Let's see. We want to say thank you again for being part of our fun-loving, music-obsessed, worldwide community of patrons. The Branson community celebrates Christmas November 1st to January 4th. 2 months of Christmas. So, as we sing the Christmas story, we are filled with wonder at how the miracle of God coming to earth as a baby could be true. Make us more like Mary and Joseph, simply following and trusting. So, nice card. With a nice picture of them. They are one of the nicest families. They really are. But yeah, come check them out. There's a handful of shows I recommend in Branson. They're top of my list. So, let's see here. Let's see here. Have a family who is currently spending Christmas at Universal. Have you ever been to Universal at Christmas? Back when we lived in Florida, yes, we went a number of times. I love the fact they bring some of the Macy's balloons down to Universal in Florida, and they actually do a mini Macy's parade for Christmas down there. Meeting the Grinch is really cool. The Grinch actors are top notch, and they do some other really neat stuff. So yes, Universal at Christmas is a lot of fun. So let's see here. Let's see. I'm thinking my recent Disney trip in October was lots better than the one I had in 2011, mainly because I feel like I remember more stuff from it. Plus, I got to do a lot of new stuff. So it's funny because memories do weird things. Our favorite trip is still the one in 2001. We've had some other amazing trips as well. Loved the one that we did a couple years ago where we got to go to Oogie Boogie Bash and take my kids and a couple friends. That was a fantastic trip. But 2001, even though I couldn't tell you all the details of the trip anymore, it was just such an amazing trip overall that overwhelms the lack of memories. So, but yeah, everybody gets their favorite. And it's easier to have a favorite with a recent one because, yes, you do remember more, especially when you get older and you start forgetting stuff. Did I say that already? Okay. Yeah, I know. When you get older and you start forgetting stuff. So I got one more card here from J&L Stanley. This is a pretty card. Let's see here. Let's see if I can hold that up where you can. Oops. Stay there, Figment. Don't fall. There you go. He writes, wishing you and your family a beautiful Christmas season and a new year filled with many blessings. And they've got, that looks like watercolor. My wife will appreciate that. So that's really nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, let's see. Let's see. So we've got, let's see. This is Dennis Knoll from Movies Like Everyone. Hello, Dennis. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you with us. So, uh, um, and then we got Pikachu Master who's sitting there singing. Hey, so should I start singing, Craig? Rocking around. Okay, we won't do that. I do have one other package here before the big one. This is, you can see it came from Amazon. I was kind of like, I'm not sure what this is. So I didn't look, but I did reach in, and where'd it go? And I found a tag, which I probably dropped apparently. But this is from Kat, who I met over at Silver Dollar City a little while back. And she did say, thank you for meeting her there. And oh, this is nice. We will use this. Thank you. That's actually something right from my wish list because my wife and I, of course, are learning Hebrew and Aramaic. So that will come in very handy. Let's see if we can get that whole top. So the top is the vocabulary guide to biblical Hebrew and Aramaic. So that is absolutely perfect. That's fantastic. I actually was just looking at this again online the other day going, ooh, I should get that. I can get it. It's Christmas. People might. So thank you, Kat. That's perfect. My wife and I will fight over it. She'll probably want to steal it. Question: is it odd to talk to cast members during a trip to Disney, just by having a normal conversation? True, but funny story. Your family gave you dirty looks. Shame on your family. Goodness, I talk to cast members all the time. To the point where my family sometimes is going, okay, long enough, let's get moving. And when I was a cast member, I loved when people talked to me and realized that I was more than just a part of the atmosphere or scenery. No, not weird at all, not odd. Cast members love to talk with the guests a lot of times, especially if they're out in a position where they can. It livens up your day, it gives you something different. No, definitely talk to them. And not just cast members, but wherever you go. If you go to a restaurant, talk to your server or the cashier at the store. You'll meet some amazing people doing that, and you build those bridges, and you never know what might happen. Uh, my family will tell you we get on a plane, and I oftentimes will have little bags of chocolates and stuff I give the flight attendants, and then I talk with them. They end up with downtime, and if they're in a spot where I can see them, hey, how's it going? How's your day? Where else have you been? You know, and favorite stories, and we have a good time talking to them, and you hear some great stuff, um, and then every now and then they kind of go, you know what, this person was nice enough to acknowledge me as a person and talk, and then they do stuff. Um, that would be when we pull out our magic moments, man. You know, you've just done something for me and made my day. Let me turn around and bless you with something a little different. So yeah, absolutely talk with them. Um, where did I put my list? I have my list of stuff I want to talk about, and I'm trying to figure out where I put it. Looking on my desk now. What did I? Oh, there it is. Oops, hang on. Put it under my pizza plate. So, daughter just had a honeymoon in Walt Disney World. Said the cast members were super friendly and helpful. So yeah, why not talk to them? Absolutely. Also had some interesting interactions. Your solo Canada Wonderland runs. Any part, talk to them. You'll find that there'll be a lot of fun. So let's see. I got a couple notes in year in review. Tiana Adventures open at Disneyland now, and I've already seen 3 videos of it broken down. I mean, that's sad, isn't it? Craig is actually at Walt Disney World right now. In fact, he's at the Very Merry Christmas celebration, although I think they've got a new name for it now. it's like Holly Jolly Holiday or something like that. But he is at that, and I think he's getting ready for the fireworks, if I remember right. Time is a little off here, so uh, but yeah, so he's having a good time, and this is cool news. Hi, Stacy, happy to have you. And she got the house. Those of you who don't know, which I don't think anybody else would, they have been working on trying to get a new house for a while because of family size and everything. And so that is exciting news. I am very happy for you, Stacy. Awesome, awesome, awesome to hear. So, um, let's see. I'm trying to think the other news. They just announced California's Great America is not going to be open for winter holidays or even the Halloween stuff, if I remember right. It's basically going to end in September, and their season will be done. So kind of sad they're cutting the hours back, and they're definitely putting that park on a track for closure. I don't know with the merger. I don't know if it would change that or not. I don't think so, since Cedar Fair is still mostly in charge, most of their people. But yeah, that's. But its hours are getting cut back. Silver Dollar City's Christmas is fantastic again, so don't miss that. There are number of changes coming there, which we've talked about in other videos. Expect another announcement in spring, I'm hearing rumblings. So we may have some other stuff getting announced there. They're definitely working on that 10-year plan. And I think you're going to see some of the stuff that I've talked about start to come out. And again, all my stuff is guesses. If I hear something officially from them, I don't talk about it because I don't want to do that to them. But let's see. I think Santa used technology from the Time Lords. Fits all the gifts in the sled, so it's bigger on the inside. Yeah, Santa's sled could be a TARDIS. That would make sense. There was a cast member before I met BB-8. Asked where I came from. Said England, and he asked me where my family was. Said they were not with me. She jokingly replied with a bye. Yeah, I love to tease guests. That was fun. So let's see here. Ryan, yeah, this is something I was curious. Crazy how aggressive the new Six Flags has been with closing attractions. So they've got a number of, let's be honest, a lot of what they've announced as closing has been problematic coasters like King Ka and stuff. So they have announced a number of closures at Great Adventure and several other parks. And some of it is going to be preparing for new attractions down the road. Some of it is because some of those rides, honestly, were taking more investment than they were getting back. It's called return on investment, ROI. And while they were amazing rides, they weren't pulling people in anymore. So they weren't necessarily getting the draw that they wanted. And then with the new company, it's time to start redoing things. It is interesting that almost all the closures were at Six Flags parks. Originally, parks that were Six Flags before the merger. So it's definitely, you can see some changes coming. I think once they finish up the year here in a couple more weeks, you're going to see a lot more announcements about what is coming in the future, what they're planning. They've still been doing a lot of consolidation, a lot of analyzing, and a lot of, okay, let's start cutting some of the costs so we can actually start doing some good things. And that's one thing that I think you'll see some other changes coming down the line, some other closures. And they're not going to do it just with Six Flags. They're going to do it with Cedar Fair Park, so they analyze stuff. And I think they're going to streamline the parks and hopefully improve them. It is going to mean some losses, though. Yeah. Justin, I think with California and Great America, it'd be nice if they did a farewell season. Absolutely. Very much so. I don't know if they will, but then we're also still waiting to see if they end up where the city ends up doing something. We'll see. I know the other thing. One of the things that Megan and I have been trying to do is try to get together to film a reaction to the Muppets closing and them putting Monsters Inc. there and then moving Muppets over to Rock and Roller Coaster. And she's not here. We have not been able to get together for this. We actually filmed the one video literally like 3 days before they announced it, and then it was like, oh, uh, very not surprised, I guess, in some ways. I Unfortunately, you can see the writing on the wall with Muppets. I don't like it closing. I wish they would find another place for it. I wish, goodness, California Adventure, bring it back and put it in that theater again. I I wish they could find a way to put the movie, that show, back in some place where you could still see it. Um, Monsters Inc. I still think should be over at Animation Courtyard. I think it's a better fit. That whole area is about dead. I think it would have been much better over there. If they were going to change Streets of America, which is where Muppets is, they should have made it Star Wars and just expanded that. But they're not doing that. Muppets on Rock and Roller Coaster, I don't know. Um, I love Muppets. I don't know. Rock and Roller Coaster, just for me, the soundtrack has to be something that you know and that you just kind of rock and sing or scream out or something along the way. Um, so, yeah, Caleb, Muppets is taking over Rock and Roller Coaster. Yep. They're pulling Aerosmith off finally, which makes sense because the guys are old, but they're bringing the Muppets in and putting the Muppets on instead. So I'm just kind of like, I I don't know how that's going to work. Um, I'm going to have to wait and see. But they've got to do some. They've got to do songs that people know. If they're doing just songs that people don't know, eh. I mean, at the same time, Muppets could actually end up working really good. I mean, you could have like Beaker hit the wrong button, and that's what launches you, or something like that. I can definitely see how it could work, but yeah, it'll be interesting. Um, Brian Idios would love if they built a smaller theater at the Rock and Roller Coaster area. There really isn't a place to put it though, because the Rock Courtyard, which is the entrance to Rock and Roller Coaster, if you go through the one side thing, it's just this short little walk, and you're at Tower of Terror. They're right next to each other. You've got some maintenance area right there. If you go the other way and go through the side, again, there's a small little maintenance area, and then you're kind of hidden in the back of Animation Courtyard. So there really isn't any space there to put a theater. Um, yeah, so I'd like to see them have a theater somewhere to put it, but they don't really have any place in that area. So, Fantasy Apprentice finally made it to one of these. Yay! Welcome aboard. So, Pikachu, I mean, they have the Muppets band. Yes, they have Electric Mayhem, but Electric Mayhem doesn't play songs that people know. So, let's see. Me and my sister of Soul family enjoyed Muppet Vision. I love Muppet Vision. So, yeah, Pikachu. Yay, the Muppets aren't getting kicked to the pavement. No, they're not. I'm just not sure how it's going to work. I love the fact that they are keeping the Muppets in the park. I just, for me, it would work differently. But there's a lot of things I would do differently in the park. Speaking of which, they actually just filed new permit explanations to essentially fill in and level off Rivers of America and put Cars Land there. There's something I would majorly do different. And that I could go on my whole spiel of how the people planning the parks don't understand theme, especially overall park theme, but I've gone on that rant several times. They don't get it. All they see is they see amusement park. Let's put in fancy themed rides all over the place. Great rides, but how they relate, oh, that doesn't matter. They don't need to relate to each other nor the bigger area. Just put in one single great experience. That's not what a theme park is. And it's not what Walt did. Yeah. So, oh, wait. Very little experience with Muppet songs. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of unique Muppet songs. Rainbow Connection. That's probably the best known one. Oh, it's not Easy Being Green. My family thinks they're weird, and I don't know how normal that is. Okay, so the Muppets are weird, but that's why they're so popular. They're caricatures of us. They're innocent, naive, dim-witted goofballs. And the whole selling point of them is the fact that they're weird. Gonzo with that big old schnoz and everything. So, yeah, they're fun. If you get a chance, if you get on Disney Plus, watch the Muppet Show, the 70s and 80s show. Start off even middle of season one. It's just this off the wall zany variety show, but that's the whole point. So, thank you, Disney fans, so much. They should use the building where the Lightning McQueen experience was. Yeah, so that's over by Animation Courtyard and Muppet Babies of the Disney Junior Show. So the one problem with that building is it is part of where Toy Story Mania is in that area. So it's a little hard to use that for all of that. It's not as big as you might think either. But I don't know. They might be able to put Muppets in there. It would take some. It would definitely take some work, but it'd be a possibility. So again, not the Play Pavilion is dead. That would not have been a horrible place to put them. That's Animation Courtyard. Yep. Yes, it's been Star Wars Launch Bay and the Play Pavilion and some other things. That's where Monsters Inc. should have been because there's a bunch of room there, and then they could have done the other. Need to check these guys out. I am the weird one. If you have not watched Muppets, you absolutely need to go watch the old Muppet Show. Don't watch the new one that was on a couple years ago. It just not good. Oh, okay, moving right along. Thank you, Joseph. There's another good one. Yes, that's a great song. That's from the original Muppet movie. So, Rainbow Connection. Let's see. Man or Muppet is from one of the newer Muppet movies. But yeah, and then of course the Muppet Show theme song. Absolutely. And then we got Craig trying to channel Jar Jar. All right. Anyways, I love typos sometimes. Craig, I'm sitting here singing just for you. Singing. Fantasy Apprentice, you should really be careful about what you. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, I was waiting to see if Judy would be on to tell me which box to open first, but I guess I will just attack the one on top. So, but I do wish that they would do something to keep Muppets there. Okay. You know what? I'm going to adjust these to see if I can do this without knocking it all over. Watch me knock it all over anyways. So Judy, if you don't know, besides joining us on the trips, works at a thrift store, volunteers. I don't know if she volunteers or gets paid. But so she runs across all the stuff that gets donated and sends it in. And so when we get kids' clothing and stuff, my wife's a teacher at an elementary school, gets lots of immigrants and needy children. So we take the kids' clothes and we take them over to the school and donate them there so that these kids can get clothes. A lot of the clothing that she gets is brand new. So it's pretty amazing, some of the stuff that she's had. Let's see. One of the best Muppets episodes with Roger Moore. Watch the Star Wars episode. Julie Andrews episode is great. It's fun because you get all these guest stars in and they'll do stuff that they don't ever do anyplace else just because they can. So, Parker, one thing I wish Disney World would do is create a sensory area. Play Pavilion is so great for that. So the old, over at Epcot, yeah, they've got the one whole pavilion that basically has sat there empty. That they said they were going to remake, and then they really didn't. That would be fun to see. Although the Muppets don't fit into Epcot any more so than Guardians of the Galaxy does. Okay. So, Fancy, you have never seen the Muppets. Go watch the Muppet Show. Okay? So anybody else, if you have not seen the Muppets, go watch the Muppet Show. Do it. Just do it. Okay. Yeah, it is so much fun. And the stars they got on, if you look, the first season, they had to call people and say, hey, please come on and do the show with a bunch of puppets. And people are like, you want me to do what? And then after the first season, they got more people calling them wanting to be on than they could possibly take. And then, okay, remember, this is the Muppets. They're filming it in England at a studio there. They've got people that are wanting to come in and sit in the live audience because the way they present the show is as if it's filmed in front of a live audience in the theater. It's recorded in a TV studio. There's no live audience, but you couldn't convince people of that. Yeah, there's just some neat stories about it. If you want some great stories about the Muppet Show, pick up Jim Henson's autobiography, or biography, not his autobiography. But yeah, it's just some fun stuff. So, Judy is here. Yay. Okay, Judy. So I started to open up the pink box. Is that the one I should open first, or should I do a different one first? Like I said, I don't know if I'll get all three of these open or not. We will try. But by the way, there's Judy. So, but let me know which one you prefer here. So, I heard that Sesame Street has a similar thing with guest stars. Guest star request list is years long at this point. Yep. And of course, Sesame Street, original home of the Muppets. So, thought some of the original Muppet items were good. The Haunted Mansion, yes. The Muppet Haunted Mansion is probably the best new Muppet thing they've had out in a long time. Outside of the newer Muppet movie, which has Muppet of a Man in it. So, yeah, I love the Haunted Mansion special. That one was great. That one was what the Muppet should be. Judy says she doesn't remember. So, let's see if we can get this one finished up. And let's see what we end up with here. Oh, my. There we go. Well, the first thing we find is a DVD of Ratatouille. Oh, and a couple other things here. Okay, so this is going to be fun to try to stack up. A 500-piece Disney puzzle, Cinderella. By the way, did I show off Ratatouille? There we go. And then this will be fun to go through. Okay, this is absolutely hilarious. I'm not bossy. I have leadership skills. Okay, so because there is so much in here, I'm just going to try to flash some of it and try to pick out the best things. Because my goodness. And I have to tell you, Judy, there are so many kids that are going to be so grateful for all of this. You know what? I'm just going to make a mess. I'm going to make a pile on the floor. There we go. Let's see. Having fun in Disney World before we head home for a night, then on to Indiana and Illinois to see Elizabeth's relatives. Whew, and Craig runs a busy itinerary. And then Megan is supposed to be going out to Disney World in Florida next week, I think. So, Kat, we have DVDs of the old Muppet Show. I've actually got the first 3 seasons on DVD myself. And then they put them all up on Disney Plus. It was like, oh my. Let's see. So we've got Peanuts in here. Well, that's a bigger shirt. And yeah, I absolutely love the DVDs. And then, like I said, Disney Plus made it very easy to watch all the old shows. We got Avengers with one mission. Hey, look, it's Captain America's butt. Oh, okay. Sorry. If you have seen the Avengers, you'll understand that line. That's a really pretty shirt. Oh, it's too bad that's not bigger. Margaret would have absolutely loved that one. All sorts of little things. Let's see. Ooh, Star Wars. Let's see. How many seasons of the Muppet Show are there? And are they all on DVD? There's 5 or 6 seasons, if I recall. They only got the first 3 on DVD, and I don't remember why they didn't put the rest on. It's just at that point, streaming services started becoming possibilities, and so they kind of had stopped Harry Potter, and then they wait until they put them all up on Disney Plus. All the seasons are up on Disney Plus though, so all the episodes. I think it's 5 seasons. That is cute. Oh, there's Mickey and Minnie. So you walk at church today. We had all these little kids, and I'm sitting there going, it's a good thing my kids aren't here, because I would have been totally looking at him going, "Where's my grandchildren? I want grandchildren already." So, Greg, and there it is, the backside of the Avengers. The fantasy friends have to go soon. So sleepy. If you want to wake up, put on the Muppets. Oh, it's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to get things started on the Muppet Show tonight. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there's so much in here, Judy. My goodness. Okay, let me just try to find some highlights, because otherwise it'll take me forever to show all of these things. That's cute. I like that one. This is going to be fun after Christmas to come in and show all these kids. Like little baby sleepers. And let's see. Craig, I waited my whole life for the backside of the Avengers. Oh, here you go. If you want to go to sleep, watch the live action Lion King. Oh, goodness, what movie was it? We were flying home. Oh, I know. We were flying home from Japan. My dad does not sleep on planes. This is back in 1988. My dad can't sleep on planes, just doesn't do it. They put on the movie Ishtar. My dad fell asleep on the plane. Ooh, that's nice. Kennywood. Ooh, what size is that one? I think it might be a smidge small for me. That's a medium. Show Amber. Amber might like that one. Yeah, if you want to see bad movie, go back. Let's see, Craig. My ears hurt now. Now, see, hey, my voice would blend right in with the Muppets because it's off key on purpose. Pizza Rizzo was a great restaurant. Pizza Rizzo was fun. So let's see, Judy. Okay, stop. Time to move on. All right. Well, wait. There are a couple other things in here though. Okay. Let me just show these last couple things here, Judy. And then, ooh, that's a nice one. That one actually will probably end up here. Knobles. There we go. All right. And then inside of it, a whole bunch of park tickets. So, yeah, if you haven't seen the current version of Disney park tickets, there you go. That's what they look like. So, let's see here. Singing off key on purpose. Doofus, enter the chat. There are actually times I very much do sing off key on purpose. And then there's other times I'm actually trying to sing on key. So, all right, let me start working on this next box. So, this last year on the channel, here's just some fun little numbers for you. It was a slow year as far as number of videos go. I only added 63 regular videos, 8 shorts, and 14 live streams. So I've had years where I've done over 100 videos. So a little bit lower on numbers. And part of that is because this last 4 months have just been, we've been so busy and in health and work time and other stuff. I have not been able to put the time into the channel that I wanted to, and it shows in the views. But we still added over 1,000 subscribers over the course of the year, which is pretty cool. Let's see. We did almost 500,000 views over the course of the year. That's pretty cool. 500,000 views. I don't know about you, but that's awesome. Okay, Kayla and Greg, Greg both slacker. um, oh, Pikachu. Yeah, you can go to Disney World with all those expired tickets. Woohoo! Uh, use the shock collar to stop the singing. But I don't know. Anytime I look at that, I'm going, wow, 500,000 times people chose to watch me and didn't turn me off after singing. So, which is really cool. And then, of course, we started on Spotify here about a month ago, which blows me away. That's actually worked out that way. Slow start because it is new and Spotify doesn't have the indexing stuff that YouTube does. But we're slowly building up there. Watching the views gradually increase on that. So if you listen to Spotify at all, and you're kind of like, man, these episodes these guys are long, tune me in on Spotify, me and Megan, and you can listen to us on your drive to work. So, and the way that we're doing it now, it's like I said, a little bit more podcast style, it actually fits that. So, okay, that's a bigger one. And yeah, all sorts of stuff here. Let's see. That's awesome. So, Kids Wish Network. Jurassic Park. Let's see. Lion. Oh. Some of these I wish were a little bit bigger. But that's one that the kids will go crazy for. Snoopy. All right, so let's see here. Fantasy Apprentice thinks my sinning is nice. There's a G in there. Let's see here. When you have a music degree and still miss notes. So one of the fun things that the Petersons do at their concerts is they do a spot oftentimes, so they do question answer and let people ask. We were at one show and this one little girl asked them, so do you ever make mistakes in the show? And they all kind of looked at each other, and one of them said, so raise your hand if you made a mistake. And they all raised their hands. Oh, yeah. So, and I'm pretty sure they've rehearsed that bit, but at the same time, it is true. If you play music, you're going to make mistakes constantly. That's a pretty shirt. Dreams really come true. That is neat. Margaret might steal that one. Let's see. Trying to pull a couple of these up. And let's get them right side up. There we go. Okay, so have we told you the stories about Minnie and Goofy? I mean, so have you ever wondered who Max's mother is? And why is Max's ears so much shorter than Goofy's? Hide your eyes, Mickey. Yes, we really did joke about that backstage. Not in front of guests. Absolutely not. But let's see. Got to meet Rafiki as well as do a drawing session. Yeah, the conservation station is really neat. They did move the art stuff there. Repent of Fantasy Apprentices drop a little G's. Sometimes singing can be sitting. Aww. Let's see. Dream it, wish it, do it. That's a quote from Marty Sklar. I've actually got his book titled that. If you don't know who Marty Sklar is, Marty was one of Walt's Imagineers going back to the opening of Disneyland. He actually designed the first souvenir book. And I love to tell his story about that souvenir book because it sums up Walt's vision for the parks and stuff so much that so many people have forgotten. So let's see here. There's a conspiracy of Max's mom being Minnie. Yes, there is. So you almost believe me on that Minnie and Goofy story? I'm not making that up, actually. So it's not canon. Disney won't say that Minnie is Max's mom, but there were a lot of us that it really was something that we would talk about backstage, and you would see the cat. That's actually a really cool shirt. You would see the cast members play it up very much so. There's actually there is a picture out there on the internet of Goofy and Minnie walking out into the park hand in hand, and if you look in the background in the shadow, there's Mickey just standing there. It's so nope, absolutely we did that. So I'm gonna put those. What size is this? That's an extra large. I'm gonna hold on to that one. It goes over here. Let's see. Am I gonna get Jelly Bellies out and watch Joy to the World's new Doctor Who special? Probably. Magic, Epcot, Animal, Hollywood, all the parks. Yay! Let's see here. Not surprised, Minnie Mouse loves to flirt with the guests. Oh, yes. Minnie and Daisy are both big time flirts. Big time flirts. I watched Minnie a few times get in trouble with Mickey because she was flirting with some guy in line. And yep. But it made it fun that way too. That's a really cool shirt. Land of Make. Okay, so this is Idlewild, I'm guessing. The Land of Make Believe. It doesn't say Idlewild. So if you ever watch Mr. Rogers, he's got the Land of Make Believe. He actually has. There's a ride at Idlewild that takes you to the Land of Make Believe, and I do have video of our visit to it. Look up Idlewild on my channel, and you can see it. Very cool. Let's see. Oh my goodness, so many in here. Right. Again, I got to try and narrow this down just a little bit. All right. So feel free to throw your questions at me too. I know we've had a great time talking about Minnie and Goofy. That's one I don't know I've talked too much about on the channel, but let's see. Inhales dramatically and Scream sings "It's a Small World." You know, Craig's sitting there going, "That's really cute, Spaceman." I like that. Let's see here. USA. Okay. Another mini. Let's see. Does Donald Duck buy his own merchandise? Why do you think it's the best selling merchandise in the park? Of course he does. Oh, he doesn't want me to say that, does he? Let's see. On the castle, do they have the train times? Yeah, it's over on the side. What time's the train leave? I don't know. Oh, this is a big one. Hoodie. Walt Disney World. Woohoo! Let's see. Greg, it's been about 6 hours since I was on It's a Small World. What do I think of Treasure Planet? Treasure Planet is actually one of my kids' favorite movies. It's okay. I haven't watched it anywhere near as much as they have. That's a nice shirt, Fat Five. But they will both jump on and say, "Hey, favorite show, one of their favorite movies." Back before it became kind of a cult hit, they absolutely loved it. We saw it live in the theaters. Live, we saw it in the movie theaters when it came out, and yeah, they immediately animal. Okay, they loved it at that point, and were very disappointed when it flopped because it meant no characters in the park. But so I make wishes come true. I love all these wish shirts. I'm definitely going to go through some of those. But by the way, so all your Muppets, all the Muppet people who haven't seen the Muppets, right there is a reason to go see the Muppets. Then you'll understand animal's awesome. So think I've watched Treasure Island 1950 about 170 times. Treasure Planet, put it in outer space. Gives you a little bit of an idea. That almost looks like Mickey has a beard. It's his hand, but love that movie. Wish the sequel and series was made. Yeah. Uh, thank you, Sally. Merry Christmas to you as well. Let's see here. Oh, I see. I've never watched Babylon 5, really. Michael Garibaldi said, I don't want a vacation on the Disney planet. Can you imagine Disney owning a whole planet? That would be scary. I mean, I love Disney, but that would be too much. Me, when my song comes on. No, not me. I'm more like my daughter yells at me in the car because I'll have certain songs come on my playlist. And I'm an 80s guy who liked rap back in the 80s and stuff. And so I start doing this bit. And she's like, would you stop this claw thing? It's like, nope. Is it embarrassing you? Good. That's cute. That one's really cute. Let's see. Heard has a beard, and all I thought was she has a beard, and it felt weird. Veggie Tales. Oh, okay. Boy, that's really tempting to start doing that one now. Okay, so there are a couple more small shirts here. Dropped one. uh, so okay, that box is done. Except for the fact I can't reach over and do it because the way I got this set up, I would totally pull up that Veggie Tales song for you. Larry the Cucumber. Oh, good stuff. So, ooh. Oh, I know what I wanted to share with you. So I got this one comment the other day that I thought was just, it made me laugh, honestly, but at the same time, I kind of felt sorry for this person. So my most recent video, our most recent video that we posted up, the thumbnail is Megan and I laughing. Now, the name of the video, let me get the right thing here. So the name of the video is Character Training, Keeping Safe, and More, Interview Part 2. So that's the name. And then I got this comment. If you look at the thumbnail, Megan and I are just laughing hysterically. And I deliberately chose that clip because I want people to realize we're having fun. It's entertaining. And the comment here is, this thumbnail frustrates me to no end. It just looks like he's explaining something important and they're just laughing their off so they can't take it seriously. Because laughing and having a good time is a terrible thing when you're producing videos about Disney. I was like, dude, go to the store and buy yourself a sense of humor. Like, wow. To get upset over us laughing. Sometimes I definitely feel sorry for people. But yeah, I thought that was a entertaining take on it. Let's see. Yeah, Tom. So the she had a beard and it felt weird. That was Aunt Ruth. Yep. Okay. Last box. We have Bye. Okay. Oh, let's see. Wow, that comment is very sour. I should find it. So every now and then, and I think I mentioned in the one video, every now and then I get a comment from somebody, in particular with the silly and dumb guests, that I'll get people like, wow, you're rude. You're just mean. You really hate people, don't you? I'm like, no, I learned to laugh at silly situations where other people don't. Um, And it's something I learned early on. So, people wonder why I laugh at stuff that they're kind of going, how can you laugh at that? So, back when I was a teenager, my grandmother had Alzheimer's. Um, just developed pretty bad. She didn't know who I was the last couple of years of her life. She thought I was my uncle and other stuff. And we saw her every day. And when you get into a situation like that, it can either be extremely sad and depressing, and you can just sit there and mope and groan, or you can learn to laugh at the silliness and absurdity of it. And so that's what we did. We took a bad situation, let's find humor and laugh in it. And so that's where I've come up with it. So when I see something, rather than get mad at the people and get aggravated and sit there, man, these people are, it's like, no, let's laugh at it because it's silly and funny. So that's where it comes from. And I like to find humor in anything I can. So thank you so very much, Jack. I appreciate that. You have a very Merry Christmas yourself. So thank you. Thank you, Jack. Um, Craig, haters are going to hate. Yeah. We're going to go. Now, see, Megan's going to be very upset because Megan is the huge Taylor Swift fan. And she would be totally singing this whole bit right here. uh, yeah. Um, I'm just gonna shake it off, shake. Okay. Ah, y'all are feeding me this stuff. What am I supposed to do? Um, my mom thinks she's in charge. That's so cute. That is an amazing shirt. Oh, I like that. I wish I could fit that one. So she'll shake it. Yeah, Megan will shake it off. Um, I had a parent mad at me for using a modern piano book because she couldn't follow it because she was a piano teacher. What? Wait, so you're actually reading music and she wants you to play by ear because she can't read music? Okay. Right. With the state of the world currently, we all need more laughs in our lives. Yep. So look what you made me do. Oops, I did it again. Uh oh, other way around. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. So kind of makes me think of guitar. So there's a couple different ways to note music in guitar. So you can have your regular music with the notes and everything on the music. You also have chords, which basically just tells you the chord to play. And then you also have what's called tablature. I can't read tab, never could, but I can do the others. Um, but yeah, when I see people playing tablature, I'm just like, that's a foreign language. And Joseph, that song is in my head. Okay, so here's something fun. Um, Back when my son was in junior high school, they used to do something called the game, where if you heard the word or you thought the game, you lost the game. And so I actually had him queued up where uh, when we were messing around, I would flick his nose. Flicking his nose meant two things. One, it meant the game, which meant he just lost. And two, I managed to associate it with Shake It Off. And the song would drive him nuts. He didn't hate it, but he didn't like it. He just found it kind of annoying. And so it was like a double whammy. You lost the game, shake, shake. He just, it was fun. It was a great way to annoy him, and nobody else had any idea what was going on. Ooh, I wonder if there is bottoms for that. This is a pajama thing. I'm going to set that aside because if there is, I know people who want those. Let's see here. Um, and Craig's going off the fireworks. Yay! Enjoy the fireworks, Craig. Let's see. Hide a Bluetooth speaker by a window in the summer and play the ice cream truck music. Do I admit I've done that? Did that to my kids once. Let's see here. Game was a thing at my high school too. Borders sometimes don't matter. For me, the game was one of those things like, okay, this is dumb, but that doesn't mean I won't have fun with it. Nice, cute little coat. Um, oh, it's Bambi. That is really cute. A Bambi. Neat, neat, neat. Okay. There is. Let's see. We got shorts. Here, should I put those on? Okay. Y'all don't want to see that. Oh, my. Let's see here. There we go. So we got all sorts of stuff in here. Kids are going to think it's Christmas after Christmas. Okay. There it is. Find the top of it. Oh, we got a couple other things in here. There we go. Let's see. The Walt Disney World Trivia Book, Volume 2, and presents U2 Disney lists. Everything from Walt Disney. Ooh. Okay, so the trivia book I'll definitely be reading later. What is this one? I actually have Volume 1 of this. So I know what that is. This is 10 things you may not, okay, 10 things you may not know about Main Street, USA. Walt and Mickey, the partner statue and the statue of Roy Disney with Minnie Mouse, were both created by Blaine Gibson, with lots of conceptual assistance from many people who worked with them. Blaine Gibson also sculpted nearly all the presidents featured in the Hall of Presidents. The Tony in Tony's Town Square restaurant is none other than Tony from Lady and the Tramp. I knew that one. I met him. Let's see. Inside the firehouse. In the firehouse, you may notice a display case filled with patches from firehouses across the country. They aren't props. They were actually donated by firefighters visiting the Magic Kingdom. True, and many of the firefighters will actually bring their patches with them when they visit and donate it at that time. So they're constantly adding to it. Yeah, this is okay. This will be a fun one to read. There's all sorts of lists in here. 10 things you may not know about Test Track and about Walt and Mickey. And this is going to be a fun book to read. I'm excited about that. I got to finish book 5 of Stormlight Archive first. But let's see here. 2 in the morning and I made mac and cheese. I do that. And Encanto shirt. We don't talk about Bruno, no. Okay. Love that song. All right. That song gets applied to so many things. Oh, here we go. It don't fit. It don't fit. You must have quit. Okay, I am full of terrible pop culture references tonight. Let me see, what else do we have in here? What is this? Oh, now we have Mulan. No, it's not a geisha. It's Mulan. That is not a cheap outfit. That is actually one of the official Disney Store costumes. That is worth some. Okay. Actually, I think I ended up saving the best box for last because there's all sorts of stuff coming up here. Another little dress. So this is probably the one Disney or Judy was trying to tell me to move on to. I'm trying to show a couple other things here and then get to all this stuff in the bottom. Because there's a bunch of stuff in the bottom. Let's see. And then we got Frozen. So if you don't like my singing, let it go, let it go. Okay. Speaking of Hall of Presidents, I was the only one in the family who went in and saw it. And I got Biden's animatronic. Cool. Let's see. Donald Duck's favorite snack, crackers and cheese. Now, you know what Minnie's favorite thing to cook is? Cheesecake. Let's see here. Whoa, a Disney Store costume. Yeah. Okay, so there's several things in here actually that are not cheap items. But okay. One more piece of clothing. Star Wars. All right. Then we have Charmland. Oh, I have not seen this. Charmland is a love letter to the American amusement park in the form of a quirky fantasy adventure. M. Grant Roberts has created a clever world and populated with likable and interesting characters who drag you along on a ride you'll never forget. On the first day of summer vacation, when Haley Hubble received a mysterious invitation to an amusement park she'd never heard of, it seemed like a prank. She had no idea that an hour later she'd be permanently trapped in a Grand Central Station to the universe, with every ride a portal to an unknown world and danger waiting around every corner. Now, with the help of a few friends made along the way, Haley must unravel Charmland's deepest secrets to find her way back home again. In the process, she'll be confronted with the greatest riddle of all, the one inside herself. That'll be fun. Let's see here. Mouse Junkies, Tips, Tales, and Tricks for Disney World. Okay, I love reading these because it's fun to see how many of them I'm like, yeah, I know that one. Okay, now if you ever want some great books, I've got a couple of these. The Imagineering Guide to the Parks. So you've got Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Animal Kingdom here. These are fantastic little deals because they talk about how the Imagineers designed the parks and some of the tips and secrets behind them. And they're great little books. Hidden Magic of Walt Disney World. That's also a great one. I've got that. So when Megan gets here, one of the things we're talking about doing in January, because both of our birthdays is in January, is doing a giveaway. She's got a bunch of Funko Pops she's bringing. So maybe we'll add that one in too. That's a brand new book. Walt Disney World Hack. There's another one that could be fun to go through. Crazy Roller Coasters. I don't have that one yet. Okay. So we've got a couple bags in here. We've got Star Wars stickers. My wife will probably steal those from me. They got Grogu. There's a couple other things in here too. Make sure I look all the way down. 100 of the best roller coasters in the United States. And then we've got 100 of the scariest roller coasters. I wonder if Figma would agree. Okay. So let's see here. Roller coasters. This one. Okay, so that's a brief little history of them. So let's see. 100 of the best roller coasters. How did they do this? So let's see. Introduction. Are you looking for a journey that will take you through 100 of the best roller coasters in the United States, along with funny comments and a word puzzle? Then this book is for you. Whether you're looking at this book for curiosity, choices, options, or just for fun, this book fits any criteria. Creating 100 of the best roller coasters in the United States did not happen quickly. It is a thorough look at accuracy and foundation before the book was ever started. They missed editing that sentence. This book was created to inform, entertain, and maybe even test your knowledge. By the time you finish reading this book, you will want to share it with others. Before reading through the book, you can skip down to 14 and test your knowledge. Let's see. So number 100, Powder Keg, Silver Dollar City. Okay, so let's see. Revenge of the Mummy, been on. Shikra, been on. Afterburn Carowinds, I haven't been on that. Steel Forest Dorney, I have. Goliath Magic Mountain, I have. Shivering Timbers, I haven't been there yet. Verboten and Busch Gardens, been to the park, haven't been on that. American Thunder, Six Flags St. Louis is 91. Okay, so I'm really curious here. Let's jump ahead a little bit. His top 10. The Cyclone at Lakeside. That's not what I generally hear in the top 10. Interesting. Have not been on it. Thunderhead at Dollywood. Gatekeeper at Cedar Point. Gatekeeper is not what I would call a top 10 coaster. It's not bad, but it's not what I would call a top 10. Kumba Busch Gardens was a great coaster. It's definitely aging. So let's see here. Is that Steel Eel on the cover of that Coolest Coasters book? It could be a couple different ones. So could be Mamba, could be Steel Eel, something like that. Let's see. Author of the book is Mike Roberts, who she met on something. Let's see here. Where was I? Number 6, Phantom's Revenge, Kennywood. Phantom's Revenge is a great ride until you get to those bunny hops. They hurt, especially if you've got a bruised rib at the time. El Toro, Six Flags Great Adventure. I've never been on that one. Storm Runner at Hershey Park. Alas, it was closed when we were there. Superman Ride of Steel, Six Flags America. I wish. Silver Bullet, Knott's Berry Farm. Okay. I like Silver Bullet at Knott's Berry Farm. It's a fun ride. I would not put it at number 2. Wild Eagle at Dollywood is number 1. I wouldn't even put it at number 1 in Dollywood. Maybe this is before Lightning was there, but I would put Thunderhead over that. Interesting choices there. So, does he have Phoenix? He's got Voyage of Holiday World is number 20. Cornball Express at 22. Accelerator at 25. Okay. Let me see here. Has he not been to Knoebels? Oh, shame on him. Okay, there goes all his credibility. Oh, he's got Twister at Knoebels at 44. Where's Phoenix? Phoenix is at number 39. Okay. I'll have fun, honestly, with it. The back of the books, there's word puzzles in here. And here, let me hold that up. So there you go. Everybody has different likes. That is one of the wonderful things about coasters is everybody can like something different and find something that they like. So, yeah, when was this published? Oh, let me take a look. Because I'm knocking down the mountain of clothes. It was published in 2013. So it's not missing, or it's missing some of the newest stuff. So Lightning Rod isn't there because it wasn't there yet. But yeah, interesting choices. So definitely not pulling the same choices that most other people would make, but that's not a bad thing either, because so often you hear the same coasters up top, like Millennium Force. I call it the most overhyped coaster in the country. I love Millennium Force. Millennium Force is one of my top tier coasters, but there were people for years saying it was the greatest coaster ever, and it had all this airtime. It doesn't have that much airtime. And it did all these lats, and it doesn't really do lats. And I was just like, okay, guys, it's a good coaster. It really is. But it's not the greatest thing since sliced bread. Yeah, so I like when people have different opinions, even when they're way out there. So, but yeah, there's all sorts of fun stuff here. So, let's see. Yeah, I will definitely be having some fun glancing through those. Like I said, I just got to finish book 5 of Stormlight Archive. So I'm halfway through it, getting there. Only 1,300 pages. So, whew, thank you, Judy. Like I said, we'll have some fun with that. And come January, we will work on giving a little bit of that away on that live stream. Watch for the dates for the live stream in January, because Megan will be here. We'll have some giveaways. We got some fun stories. We're hoping to get a guest or two in. We're really hoping to do some neat stuff for the January live stream. I've got a couple people I'm trying to talk to maybe have them join us. And if we can get them, you're going to hear some outlandish stories if we can. If not, we'll put them on with other collabs. But that is the plan. We will see how that all comes together. But we're excited about some of the stuff coming up. I don't want to share too much just because every time I start sharing stuff, and then it doesn't happen, and it's like, wow. So, but we are really hoping that we will get some of this to come together. We got some neat ideas, and we'd love to hear your ideas too. Please send your input, send us your ideas. Is there stuff you'd like us to do, things you'd like us to talk about? Do you like what we're doing so far? Is there something you think we should do to improve it? The one thing about the Zoom call one, we noticed the audio was on one channel, and so I tried to mess around with that a little bit to rebalance it. Uh, I'm hoping to get. Yeah, it didn't work as well as I would have liked. I am. We got. I got a couple microphones and stuff I would love to be able to buy. Unfortunately, right now we had this. Hey, we'll be able to finally do it, and then part of our driveway washed away. So there went that. Um, but we're working at trying to get some, uh, pick up a couple little things like that to be able to help, hopefully improve the sound. So we shall see if that comes together or not. Uh, but that's probably been the biggest thing so far is just trying to get the sound nailed down. And I actually have a couple other things I'm looking at that will possibly help with that. So we're hoping. But yeah, got some great ideas. I would love your feedback, though. Please send your input. What works, what doesn't work, what do you think we should do, what shouldn't we do, and tell us what you think. Because it's new for us working together like this and the format. So we definitely would love input. Uh, so yeah, share it with us. I can't think of anything else offhand. So Judy, Steel Curtain is number one. Steel Curtain was awesome. That's a great ride. So, but yeah, let's hear from you. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, really and truly. Whatever holiday you celebrate, may it be blessed and full of joy and laughter and great moments. We're going to have a kind of a laid back small one here, and we're actually all excited about that. So let's see here. Advice for internationals coming to work at parks. What did they share with you? That'd be great. That could be a lot of fun. Do I ever want to go to Norway? I'd love to go to Norway. Who wants to cover the costs? So, better the driveway than the foundation of the house. Oh, we dealt with that when we moved in. Yeah. Thankfully, it wasn't a bad repair, but if you come in to the house in the basement area, just over here, there's these steel girders. You can almost see one there because this wall started to buckle a little bit. And we caught it and we're gradually pushing it back. But yeah. And Kat, Merry Christmas. Kat, thank you so incredibly much for the book. I don't know if you saw the beginning of the stream, but thank you. That was a wonderful gift. We appreciate it so much. So yeah, excited that my wife and I are going to be fighting over that book. So next summer you're going to be a train robber. Careful, you never do live that down. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful, blessed holiday season. Thank you for blessing me. Judy, thank you for blessing all the kids that are going to receive all this on their behalf. Thank you. They're going to be very excited about that. Thank you so incredibly much for watching and being part of this amazing thing that this whole deal has turned into. We are really blessed. I know Megan has been very blessed. I keep using that same word, but it's very true. She has been so excited by the reception y'all have given her, and she's looking forward to being able to do more. Thank you again. Have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy vacation time. God bless.